Hey there, gang. You know, Magic the Gathering is a game of ups and downs, wins and losses. But remember that success without honor is an unseasoned dish. It will satisfy your hunger, but it won't taste good. Let's play some head games. Friends, opponents, people lounging in their backyard, what a wonderful day for it. Welcome to Head Games Arena, I'm Jet, and today we're going to complete our circle around the clans of Tarkir with Sultai. And by that, of course, I mean we are playing Sultai Dragons. So this is green, blue, and black as the color combination, built around Up the Beanstalk and Overlord of the Huntwoods. If you know, you know. These two cards give a lot of gasoline to any engine and make it perform a lot more admirably. So what we are trying to do here is we're trying to survive the early game with removal like Caustic Exhale and Dispelling Exhale that care about dragons in your deck and are a little better if you happen to have one in your hand or one in play. Trying to get an Up the Beanstalk in play and get a lot of value out of it, draw a lot of extra cards. Rakshas's Bargain with a Beanstalk on the board draws us a card, then looks at the next four and picks two of them, so it's really 3 for draw 3 at instant speed, but it's 3 out of the top 5. A little more complex than that, but let's just settle on it's good. Awaken the Honored Dead is a 3-mana catch-all, destroy just about anything in the format card, and it also can get stuff back from the graveyard later on. Scavenger Regent does double duty as a board wipe and a dragon threat. Fangkeeper's Familiar is our Swiss Army snake that can counter creature spells, destroy enchantments, or just gain us some life and get a peek at the card. Now we've got our dragons at the top end. Overlord's not a dragon, but it's definitely worth mentioning. This card closes out a lot of games, and we cast it for its full cost pretty often. Marang River Regent, you can pitch it for cards early on or cast it later in the game as a 6-7 threat that's very much going to close out the game quickly if your opponent can't deal with it. Bloomvine Regent is ramp or it gains you life later on. Disruptive Stormbrood, early creature removal, or it destroys an artifact or enchantment, which is super relevant in the meta right now. I choose to play one copy of Whirlwind Stormbrood to be able to do a little flash fun with our dragons. It's not always as effective as I'd like it to be. I wish this card were a 4/4. So overall, survive the early game, set up an engine, overwhelm our opponent. It's the mid-range game. That's what we're doing today. So before we head over to the gameplay, I want to remind everybody, please like, subscribe, leave comments down below. We really appreciate your support. Tell us what you think about the decks. If there's any kind of decks you're interested in seeing us play, I'd love to hear it. So with that, let's play some head games. All right, Taxo, Soho. What do you got for us today? Okay, it's a fair start. A little bit of interaction. Up the Beanstalk, couple of removal spells. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Look at your pet rock. Oh! We'll start with a Surveil land. We will leave a basic on top. No first turn duress, please. Okay. We will play that basic and play Up the Beanstalk. Rakshas's Bargain is a huge card swing for us. Our opponent is up to something relatively similar. So they're playing Storm Chaser's talent with Sultai colors. What's happening here? So let's Awaken the Honored Dead and remove the talent. Assuming that they're probably playing some kind of self-bounce shenanigans here. I haven't played against the Sultai self-bounce deck, but I believe that it exists. Milling 3 cards. We will play our Surveil land. We'll leave that on top, and we'll say go. Oh boy, it looks like they are playing something very similar to what we're doing, so now we have to figure out if we can beat what our opponent is doing. We don't know what that is yet, so... One more damage for our opponent. Okay. Tearing asunder our enchantment instead of the beanstalk. Taking 2 damage. Bargain on their end step. Draw from beanstalk. That's it. Okay. Like, I have so much interaction here, I'm not sure what the right thing to do is. I think we probably... do that. We're going to analyze the pollen and dig for a creature, and we are going to get... Oh, do we get blue-blind Regent? Which allow... Oh, no, we get Overlord. Yep. And we impend the Overlord. That's how we do that. That ramps us and draws us a card. Excellent. Now we're pulling ahead. Okay. Wastewood Verge for us. I don't necessarily want to just... You know what? I think I will. I think I will just pass. I need to learn to be more patient with a deck such as this. It is a lot more like a control deck than a lot of other things. Rakshasa's bargain for our opponent. Okay, buckle up. Settle in. This might be a slog. Our opponent dumps 2 lands, keeps 2 cards. Do they have another follow-up play? I was looking for a Terrace under there for the Beanstalk. We're going to pitch our Marang River Regent, as a matter of fact. Because the benefit of looking at more cards is just too great. We'll discard this basic swamp. Now we've got a counterspell, so we'll play this basic land, and we'll say go. Is our opponent? Our opponent's got to be playing the snake. There's no two ways about it. They absolutely must be playing the snake. Okay, not activating your cottage on our end step. That's good for us. Yeah, no. We will counterspell that desist. I think we coil and catch again. I don't think Caustic Exhale is dead, but I think of all the cards, it's probably the one I want to pitch here. Okay. We will do this, and we will play full power Overlord of the Hauntlets. And I think we're going to follow that up with a Scavenger Regent. Or play it into a board wipe. Just saying. But if they don't have it, they are in a huge amount of trouble. What do we got? 1 go for the throat. 2? 2 go for the throat? And then a edict effect? No? Okay. No edict effect for our opponent. We will play our land for turn. Get in with our 4/4. Are they holding another targeted removal? We will play a second up the beanstalk. I gotta be honest, I'm very tempted to play Stormbrood here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Means I can play Stormbrood and hold up 4 mana for Marang River Regent for Coil and Catch. And I drew into a counter, so feeling really good about that. Tap land for our opponent. 6 mana available. Lots of things that could go wrong for us. Another cease and desist. I've got the exhale, so if they tried to desist again, I actually just counter it again. Yeah, Disruptive Stormbrood, like, gets killed by Caustic Exhale and a number of other things, but drawing the 2 cards off of it rather than not using my mana just seemed like the right play. Are you? Good game. We are grooving, aren't we? That's what we're here to do. We're just here to groove, and I sound incredibly cringy. I can actually analyze the pollen on turn 2 to get the color I need to cast the Awaken the Dead on turn 3. And I have this on turn 2 if they're being super aggressive. Okay. Talked myself into it. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's see what our opponent is grooving on. Yes, we'll keep our 7. Oh, I glitched my game out. Restless Cottage. I glitched my game. Oh no. What's up? Manifold Mouse is not good for us. I'll take a Caustic Exhale off the top, please and thank you. Oh, I guess I can kill that with Disruptive Stormbrood. Okay. We'll see what we draw. Oh no, did I glitch out? I mighta. Oh, what a terrible time to glitch. This is the strangest thing. Okay. We are going to go ahead and remove the Manifold Mouse. We need to slow them down as much as we can. Our opponent plots the Demonic Ruckus. Man, Caustic Exhale is a heck of a draw here. Except now I don't have the dragon. That's okay. We're going to analyze the pollen and grab an island. We're going to play that island and say go. Now we've got Caustic Exhale up, which means even if they have a protection spell, we're going to get through the protection spell. And by that I mean, this doesn't give haste, does it? Okay. If they make the mistake of trying to cast that this turn, they're going to lose it. Okay. Yep. Yep. Passing to end step. Let's take out the original. Fascinating. I'm going to play it real safe here and just 1-for-1 their creatures for now. I will take another land. Let's Awaken the Honored Dead and take out the token. Oh, now we're going to mill the land. No, we draw it first. We draw it first. That's how sagas work. Another Manifold Mouse. This actually really works out for us. It does. You got it. This is really lining up just as good as it could for us. This kind of thing doesn't always work that way. Okay. No creatures in the graveyard for us to grab with Awaken the Honored Dead. So that's a little sad face there. But the good news is we can Exude Toxin for 3 and take out their army in a can. Okay. We're not out of the woods, but we're doing pretty good. Optimistic Scavenger for our opponent. Ethereal Armor. It's big. It's gotta be big. Ethereal Armor. Very, very big. We're gonna take the untapped land, I think. Looking at our colors here, do I want blue? I got black, black, black. Blue. I don't have 2 blue, so either way that I go... I wish one of them was black-green, if I'm perfectly honest, but I don't have that option, so... They have it. They've got it. They've got the protection spell. Interesting. I don't really know what to do about that. That thing's gonna kill us real quick if I don't kill it. Hello? So if I make them have it, it makes it way bigger. Alright, let's play the Up the Beanstalk. They clearly have it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're gonna pass. Yep. They get in for 7. We will cast Rakshasa's Bargain. Draw 3 cards. Alright, so double counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I take this, it feels bad to let that other bargain go, but this assures. Do I have enough blue? I don't. Alright, let's make you have it. Oh, I don't have a dragon. Yep. I just realized I don't have a dragon. So my Dispelling Exhales are far less good than I thought they were. This is very bad. I'm playing very poorly. Still not a dragon. Oh my gosh. Arrgh. I feel very bad. 2 of them. So I never had it. One more? 10 does not kill me. Oh, do you have a spell? I see. Excellent! Another chef? How many chefs are we going to play against today? Okay. On the draw. No interaction. Turn 3 interaction. Do I keep this and just see how it goes? Our opponent just mulliganed. We're going to keep it. feel like we don't do a lot better. Mono blue feels fantastic for us. Undercity sewers, surveilling into a basic land. We will keep the basic land, I think. Blue white for our opponent. Hedge maze. We will keep a counter. Ron Spider for our opponent. Interesting. Yep. Okay, so can't be used to cast non-artifact spells. So do we take out the Thron Spider? I don't think so. Like, we've got options here. Can I use this to pay additional costs? It's an interesting question. We're gonna hold off. Because I want to hold up the exhale for the 4 mana play 2 cards. The card, I'll take 2. Because I've also got Rakshasa's Bargain up, so if they don't do anything, I have this. I do love that. Okay, so Disruptive Storm. Fangkeeper's familiar. Put those other cards in the graveyard. We will play an untapped land. We will destroy the Thron Spider. And we will say go. Our opponent's going to sacrifice their thing to draw a card. Creates a treasure. Very cool. So unfortunately we're in a bad position where we really need to draw lands, and we absolutely didn't. So I feel like we have very bad options here. I'm just gonna pass. It feels very bad, but I'm just gonna pass. I desperately needed to draw an untapped land, or land actually. Sure, making treasures. You got it. Discard into hand size. I sound a little salty today, don't I? I'm having a hard time. That's fine. Iron Crag's okay. I mean, the nice thing is we definitely do have plays on our opponent's end step. We 100% do. It's probably Rakshasa's Bargain. And if they have a counter for it, they have a counter for it. Okay, we will take an Up the Beanstalk and a Terra Sunder. We did not draw land. Good grief. Good grief. If they counter this, we're in trouble. Okay, thank goodness. Let's get some lands onto the battlefield and try to catch up a little bit. Making another treasure? Let's do it. Sacrificing a treasure to draw a card? I'm weirdly more okay with that than I am with the alternative. Oh, I have to discard a card. I think Caustic Exhale is bad against what I believe our opponent is doing. And they're being super cautious. They're trying very hard to play around our counters, but it's also resulting in them not doing a whole lot. Okay. I don't think the Iron Crag's worth destroying. Now I'm getting a little offended. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Up the Beanstalk. Land. You got it. Land. We're in for another slog, folks. We're in for a mid-range matchup where they're trying very hard to be patient with us, and it's I don't think it's going to work out well for them, because eventually I'm going to get my value engine online and they're going to have a hard time getting around it. Solemn Simulacrum. I think I'm going to counter that. Okay. Up the beanstalk again. Land. Boy. Elspeth's Smite. What is going on? I'm like really tempted to do something because I'm just actually sick of waiting, but I just don't want to put my shields down. Passing and discarding this really good removal spell. Yeah, we're gonna counter that. Trying very hard not to be offended. Okay, full mana overlord. I love Riptide Gear Hulk. I think it's a really good card. Really cool card, one way or the other. Okay. Perilous Snare takes. Overlord of the Huntwoods. We will tear asunder the Perilous Terror. Perilous Snare. What do you got? 3 steps ahead. Cool. There's a land. Awaken the Honored Dead. I will have that back, please. And we will say go. Now I think we're too far ahead. Yeah, okay. They destroyed our Up the Beanstalk. It's fine by me. Milling 3 cards. 28 cards left in our library. We will play our land for turn. Very tempted to use the map tokens here. Don't think I have a compelling reason not to. I have a lot of mana, and I don't have an enormous amount of super fun things to do with it right now. I'm playing a very interactive game, and that's enough for our opponent. The Red Eye Rounder. Do you take a lot of flights? You do a lot of traveling? Okay. So I don't have 2 green for this. I don't have a blue for this. I do have 2 removal spells in the early game. Is that worth it? I think the answer is no. Okay. Okay. Better. Better. Yeah, I can tuck the exhale here, and this feels like a good 6 land or a good 6 card hand. Our opponent's playing a very fun game of football. Did I glitch my game out again? Okay, let's go. Mortuary. Into and Up the Beanstalk on the top of our deck, which is the best place for it to be. Is it for our opponent? This really begs an interesting question. It does. It begs an interesting question. Does it make sense for us to play aggressively here and get the Up the Beanstalk down? I think I have to, because I think getting to our board wipe dragon is the best way to combat this. And like ramping out ahead of them is also pretty excellent. Okay, there's the Quarry Steel Cutter. And I don't have an immediate answer to it, but I did just draw the board wipe. Okay. Oh, hold on. Incorrect. I wanted to play the land. Okay, so I Overlord from here, right? Draws me a card. Makes me a land. Our opponent gets in for an abusive amount of damage, but here's the hope. The hope is that I can wipe their board with a 2x Exude Toxin and leave up a black for Caustic Exhale, so I can respond to whatever they do the following turn. We're going to take a lot of damage this turn. There's a sleight of hand for our opponent. Monstrous Rage. This deck is so brutal. Just the perfect hand for our opponent. 12 damage on the third turn. Indescribably good. Indescribably good. And all they have to do is cast 2 more spells and they can hit me again. Draycatcher. Opt. Quarry Steel Cutter. Get in for 2. Okay. Okay. Bloomvine Regent. We're going to hold the exhale. It's our only option. Yep. Remove 3 incubation counters. This is so nerve-wracking. Oh my god, stop! Okay. So they get me for 3 this turn. That's what's about to happen. Go on. I know how this works. Should have killed the Draycatcher to begin with. Okay. Untap land. So, like, Snake gains me life. This draws me a bunch of cards, but also leaves me at the mercy of whatever those cards are. This draws me 1 card, but gains me 3 more life. Gains me 6 life. I think that's the move. Come on, draw me something good. Caustic Exhale will do it. Gain 6 life. Get rid of the Draycatcher. Hold. And I get the Overlord. Yep. Yep. Oh my gosh. Our opponent drew 2 cards. 2 of the best cards. 2 Monstrous Rages in the graveyard. What do we got? We want the dragon that blows up artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, we are 100% blocking. What do you got? You can only save one of them. They got a monstrous rage. Taking out one of the Bloomvine regions is probably the right play here. Yep. They still lose their whole board, so I don't feel bad about that at all. Okay, bargain. Give me... okay. Dispelling Exhale. Awaken the Honored Dead. We will play a land for turn. We will take out one of the cutters. Are we able to start pressure now? I think I have to. I'm going to hold one more turn. I'm going to hold one more turn because this game's going to turn on a dime for me. If they try to... Okay, what is that? That is Slick Shot. Okay, so I can counter the Slick Shot. Okay, we want more blue mana. Let's see what we got here. We'll take the Analyze the Pollen. We can start attacking now, because I can counter both spells they cast. Kinda. I can definitely counter the Slick Shot. I guess I could have run out of Regent. I don't think their deck plays counters. I might be wrong, but I don't think that it does. No Slick Shots today. Oh yeah, and I get the Storm Brood back with the Awaken. I will discard this and get Storm Brood back. Oh yes, Corey Cutter. The Black Cravat. The last place you want to find yourself on a dark Friday night. So I get a peek here. I do get to pollen into Awaken the Dead if I need to, or pollen into... And actually I can pollen into Overlord as well. It feels a little slow, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, tap land for our opponent means it means that it's probably not white-red aggro, but probably white-red control, enchantments, artifacts. Which means I probably keep Terra Thunder, right? You know what? I have other things that deal with this stuff. I need to draw lands. Perfect. Beanstalk. Drawing an untapped land. Not an untapped land, but it's okay. We're gonna go for value this game. I'm Jeskai Control. Okay. Okay. So excellent. We drew an untapped land. So I think we go for the Overlord play here. Excellent. Drawing a counter is a decent draw for us, and having Fangkeeper's Familiar up as a flash play means we can start playing the control game. So we will play this. I think that's actually not what we're trying to do against this deck. I have played against this deck enough to kind of understand. Like, we're both trying to play this, take each other out, interact with what the other person's doing. They've got a lightning helix with this snake's name all over it. Oh boy, I need a land. So I think I'm gonna put all of those in the graveyard. That might be a mistake. I have seen this deck play with Kutsil's Flanker, and I've run into some serious problems as a result. Okay, so let's play another Overlord, because we're missing land drops now. There's a land. Okay. The ticket here is absolutely trying to stay ahead on lands. Our opponent's just going to take the 3, which means they don't want to waste their... They don't want to waste their removal on the Fangkeeper. Even though they don't realize it, but... I mean, I guess it's not the only thing Lightning Helix hits. Lightning Helix hits these too. We'll just counter Chandra. We need that to not be a thing. Alright. Analyzing some pollen. We will get rid of this and this. That should be enough. And we will get another Fangkeeper? Or are we going for Whirlwind Stormbrood now? Okay, let's do it. Fangkeeper for 3. Sego. Now one of our Overlords is on board. Another Chandra is pretty solid. They really went for it when they tapped out for that Chandra. Torch for 2. You got it. Torch again. Yep. Okay, I've got 10 on the field here. Oh, I am so close. I'm so close to actually just killing them outright. I guess I can't cast that at instant speed. I'm trying to decide whether to take out their guy. Alright. Hold on, Storm. Pass. Pass. Do I have it? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Behold a dragon. -3 to Shiko. Behold this dragon. Behold a dragon. -3 to Shiko. Activate Restless Cottage. That's 14. Let's go. Get out of here, Chandra. Xaxes. The machine office. where they dream up new machines. This is a great starting hand in most situations. We are on the draw against what is almost certainly mono red. Yeah, we'll keep it. Mountain, 1 drop. Okay, so I do not have a dragon, so I can't cast Exhale on 1. We don't need 3 beanstalks. Just getting in with the Hired Claw for 2. Okay. I'm okay with that. Yep. 3 damage for us. Okay, so we will play the untapped land in Sego. We have to play at least somewhat defensively here. There's a lot of different things that might go poorly for us. So, I mean, if they're very smart, they'll attack with the Hired Claw, go to power it up. Okay, I feel really good about this. Two more damage, 15. Getting the Screaming Nemesis off the board is huge. Untap land? Okay, so this is not bad because it means now that, the only play I have now is Beanstalk. But it means I can awaken the Honored Dead next turn. We do not need more tap lands. Now we will play Beanstalk. Fangkeeper is very interesting. Swift Spear for our opponent. Emberheart Challenger. We're still in a lot of trouble. The Monstrous Rage that they always have. Go on. Oh, that's a good game. Yep. Super cool. Love that. Yep. I'm so frustrated that I just made a terrible play, and I might have been able to get out of this, but probably not. Yeah. Dooth. Your name is so perfect. I have nothing to say about it. Mulligan. Okay, we can keep that. I mean, I hate to pitch a bargain because there's so much like card advantage that comes associated with this, but I also don't know if I can pitch an exhale. Does that mean it's this? Is it this? Okay, if you say so. Now I don't have a dragon, so I can't Caustic Exhale on one, which makes a pretty good reason as to why I probably shouldn't have done that. Alright, our opponent's playing Fabled Passage, which means I have no idea what they're doing. Second Fabled Passage for our opponent. We will play a Forest, activate our lands, and say go. Now we can play Rakshasa's Bargain. Opponent cracks their second Fabled Passage in their mono blue deck, I'm assuming. What? Blue-white, I see. Okay. Overlord of the Flood Pits. So, alright, we'll take this. And this, I think. Did I toss in the graveyard? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Feels good. So it's a pretty big question. Are they playing Omniscience? Is that what's happening here? Or is this an Omniscience deck? So I can play my fourth land, and I have a lot of interaction here. I don't really feel incentivized to destroy this just yet. So let's see what they're doing. And if our opponent just passes the turn, we have a couple of things we can do on their end step. Overlord of the Flood Pits, that is a creature while it's on the stack. Okay. Okay, getting in for 3. Am I playing Storm Brood to blow that up just yet? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to hold for now. We're not being super aggressive, but again, one with the multiverse. Can you play an untap land? You can. Okay. I think Regent's probably not good here. So here's the problem. If I fire up the cottage, they kill it. I want to get rid of that. But I also realize very clearly that there's not a lot I can do to do that at this point. So I think instead, oh, let's do it. Oh, they don't have it. Oh, wow. Okay, I almost didn't do that. Nice is right. I was absolutely convinced that you were going to destroy my, that you were going to kill my guy. Yep. Yep. And we also have something to deal with this. What do we got? You got to stop us from getting rid of that? It's remarkable. I don't ever see this card. I love this art for it. Cool. Very cool. Zatalpa. So they are like straight up Reanimator. Wait a minute. So they didn't counter my spell. They made a token and drew cards. Okay. Boy, Esper Familiar may not be the droids that I am looking for. So I can do it again. Like, I can Caustic Exhale the token. I think that's what we're doing. We're Caustic Exhaling this token. Revealing the same thing we've been revealing. Activating the cottage and getting in for 7. Restless Cottage is showing its quality right now. Our opponent's at 3. Next Overlord does not activate on their end step, so they have some choices to make here. Board wipe still makes them vulnerable to Restless Cottage. Surveil land for our opponent. I mean, 2 removal spells stops them from dying. Our best hope here is that they try to deploy, that they try to put up blockers, because we can deal with that. Overlord's in their graveyard. This is it. The final countdown. Double removal spell means that they win. I think that the right play here is to attack with the Fangkeeper's familiar and then just follow some stuff up. I played a little cautiously before and it actually bit me, so we're just going to do this. End the turn. Time stop. You got it. That is a wild, wild ride. Time stop. Our opponent is playing the coolest stuff. Definitely not sticking to that old meta noise. I get it. They're making tough choices here. And actually, we have good plays on our end step, so I feel pretty good about where we're at. Yep.
The weak-minded will be educated in Phyrexia's ways.
Milling themselves. You got it.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
Ah. I see. I see. Their deck is fascinating. Oh, they hurt themselves to cast it, too. They're like, we are either winning this turn or losing this turn. That is what our opponent is thinking. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that guy becomes a guy. We're gonna flash in Whirlwind, Stormbrood, Petty Revenge the Rona. Nope. Awaken the Honor, dead that guy, and that's it! Alright, friends and opponents, how did we do today? So we were 5-2 on camera. I think that this deck is an enormous amount of fun. I even think that it is fairly competitive. There's certainly some streamlining that could be done. I know I say that about all my builds. I'm really here to have fun. I definitely pulled this deck list from somebody else, made a couple of very subtle adjustments for the way that I wanted to do it. I added the Whirlwing Stormbrood, and to be honest, it was kind of a miss. I don't really think that this card is quite good enough to do what I wanted to. If you were going to do a one of fun of, maybe you would do something a little bit more powerful, but I wanted it to be something that Analyze the Pollen could get, because this card consistently digs for a creature. So I'm not sure what else you could possibly play, but there's probably some interesting options. Overall, I think the deck is very powerful, is very fun. You are going to play grindy matchups with this deck, so if that's not what you're here for, you may want to look elsewhere. So overall, fairly competitive. Certainly a lot of power in this deck, so I definitely recommend it. If you've got the wild cards for it, there are a lot of rares and mythics in this deck, in both the lands and in the cards. Being in a 3-color mana base, as all of the Tarkir clans are, makes it more than a little difficult to have all the cards you need to play it. So that is all we have for today. Thank you all so much for watching and sticking with us here till the end. I want to give everybody one last reminder. Please like, subscribe, leave some comments down below. We love to hear from you. Let us know what you think about the content, if there's any kind of decks you would like to see us play. So thanks again for watching. Take care of your heads. We'll see you next time.